What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome back to another Football Manager 2019 video. And today I've got for you guys Usain Bolt at Central Coast Mariners. Of course, the Jamaican sprinter has been on trial recently with the Australian outfit. Seems like he may even get a contract there. He isn't actually in Football Manager 2019 by default, but I have recreated him here, and well, we're going to see how the game thinks he might do as a professional footballer. For this, you can see I've given him a one-year contract on £20,000 per week. We're going to see how he gets on in terms of what I'm expecting. I'm not entirely sure. I feel like for a 32-year-old who relies a lot on his physicals, I feel like Football Manager might be quite cruel in terms of how he degrades, I guess, as a player. You can see in terms of his stats and attributes and what I've given him, I'm sure these are always going to be up for debate, but I've given him some very, very good physicals, obviously 20 acceleration, agility and pace. Natural fitness, I've given him 20. Jumping reach, he's a very good player in the air and he's very tall as well. Giving him some good strength. Stamina, a little on the lower side. I guess for a sprinter I could have been harsher with the stamina, but I feel like, generally speaking, as an athlete, he's going to have, above average stamina compared to some footballers. I don't know Usain Bolt personally, so I didn't ask him for his stats. So who knows, you can feel free to disagree on any of these. In terms of the mentals, I gave him some okay concentration, great determination. Off the ball, I decided to give him a redeeming quality in terms of his footballing ability, and partnered with his pace. That's probably going to serve him well. You can see, did also give him the knocks ball past opponent trait. 16 teamwork, 18 work rate, 10 composure. I know some people might say, well, surely that should be higher. He's one of the world's greatest sprinters in history. I feel like composure, running 100 metres at the Olympics, is slightly different to bearing down on goal one-on-one. And well, when it comes to his technicals, I've given him some good heading because I do feel like he would be a reasonable header of the ball. But besides that, not entirely a shining light, shall we say here. His technicals definitely lacking. Position-wise, striker and left and right wing. I believe a lot of the time for Central Coast Mariners during his kind of trial period where he has made the odd appearance, he's been playing in the final third. And yeah, we're going to see how he gets on here. He's got a one-year contract at the club. You can see here we've just signed him up. I know some people might ask for the database for this. This is not actually used a custom database. I've just set this up really quickly using the in-game editor. And well, we're going to go forward one season, see how he gets on. Give a prediction now. Go down in the comments. How many goals do you think he will get? And will he still be here come the end of the season? He is the highest earner at the club by a considerable margin. And, well, I'm not entirely sure what to expect here. We'll go forward and, well, see how he gets on. Okay, guys, so we have gone forward one season. It is now July 2019. And, well, Mr. Bolt, you're not in Australia anymore. You've ended up at Hapoel Beersheva, who are an Israeli team. Going to be honest, not what I expected to happen, but he's now considered a first-team player at this side. I guess we should have a look at how his season in Australia went. You can see here 4 goals, a 6.65 average rating. He was named in the Central Coast Mariners seasonal best 11. If we just look at it here, how did he get on? He was playing out on the right wing, it seems like. He got 4 goals. A 6.65 average rating is not great, but actually I'm looking through this here. Oh my gosh. How bad did they do? Their highest goal scorer had 5 goals and it was Ross McCormack. They finished rock bottom and got 17 goals in 27 games. I mean, is Bolt to blame? I don't even know. Either way, not a great season for them. Maybe not entirely surprising that they didn't renew his contract considering just how much money he was on. In terms of other stuff, he was named in the Jamaica seasonal best 11. He got 2 appearances and 1 goal. A 7.65 average rating there. Looking at it, more recently, he's got more international caps. I noticed that before. If we just have a look here, he's now got 5 goals in 10 games for Jamaica. What games have Jamaica been playing recently since the turn of the year? So they were in the Gold Cup. You can see actually Usain Bolt scored in a win over the USA. It's kind of funny to see that, really. Of course, in recent days, I think the Jamaican FIA have come out and said, yeah, we'd consider having Usain Bolt in the national team if he proved he was good enough. Yeah, he scored here, and then they actually lost in the Gold Cup semi-final to Haiti. That is very weird. Did Haiti win it? I want to believe that Haiti won the whole of the Gold Cup. They didn't. Oh wait, no, Mexico v Haiti. Well, we might check this later because I want to know if Haiti can do the whole thing. But yes, you can see here Bolt scored in the Gold Cup semi-final, but they lost on penalties. And fair play to Haiti. That's a crazy, crazy impressive feat there for them to win that. You can see in terms of Bolt's actual attributes, they have declined a little bit. Not entirely surprising. Maybe, despite having 20 natural fitness, you'd expect him to keep his pace a little bit better. Although it's very hard, I guess, with sprinters to keep that pace going for a sustained period of time. So who knows, actually, in reality, just how quick he is. Of course, long retired now from athletics. In terms of Hapoel Beersheva, what are they doing? They're in the Europa League this year, so they're not a bad team. Looking at it here, they got to the 4th qualifying round of the European Champions League previously. So they are a team playing European football. Of course, I've not got the Israeli league loaded, so fixtures here going to be, not fully simulated by the game in terms of the Israeli Premier League. I will apologise for that, but I didn't exactly expect Bolt to end up in Israel. Anyway, I'll tell you what we'll do now. We'll go forward a few more years, see how Usain gets on. I'm wondering if he's going to stay in Israel or maybe move further away. I didn't talk about it earlier, but I did give him some pretty good reputation. And the reason for doing that was simple, really. It was a case of he is one of the world's most well-known players. He has regardless of his footballing ability, people know who he is, so his reputation is going to play a factor in that. And also, given the money that he's on, it's kind of how you can justify that, the high reputation. Anyway, let's go forward again, see how he gets on, see how Jamaica gets on as well. I want to check up on Haiti, and don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a second. Okay guys, so we have gone forward a couple of seasons here, and actually the thing that jumps out immediately at me is the fact that Bolt has been trained to play right midfielder. Very interesting to see the AI deciding that maybe he should be playing a deeper midfielder role. He is still at Hapoel Beersheva in Israel. You can see he's played a few more games for Jamaica, but he isn't getting as many games as I thought he might. He's actually, you can see in terms of top players, 4th. I think this is actually done off a combination of ability and reputation, so he's still doing well there. Is he in the national team still? He is. So he's playing for the national team, but he's on the bench, not really coming on. At this point, considered an experienced winger. If we just look at his performances over the last couple of seasons, you can see Hapoel Beersheva, first season, 8 goals in the league, 4 assists, a 6.67 average rating. And most recently, he's got 27 appearances, 1 goal, 3 assists, a 6.57 average rating. So not really the best overall average ratings there over the first couple of seasons playing in Israel. In terms of his technicals, they actually look like they've got better, which I guess is fair enough. They probably would get better over time a little bit as his physicals and his mentals decline. And he's starting to get a little bit more footballing ability. At the age of 34, very rare to see improvements in Football Manager, but he is showing them. Let's have a quick look at how Jamaica have been getting on internationally. Of course, he's not been playing that much for them. I do quickly want to check on who won out of Haiti and Mexico in the final, just for my own sanity. Okay, it was Mexico who won. Well, that's boring. I was hoping little old Haiti could do it for us. Right, since July when we left previously, you can see here Trinidad and Tobago and then the North American Nations League they played in. Usain Bolt actually grabbed 2 goals in a win over Honduras here in the 8th and 68th minute. So a good win for them there that Usain was very actively involved in. In 2020, I'm trying to see if he scored any more goals. I can't spot any. It doesn't look like he has. They are in the World Cup qualifying stages right now. How have they got on? World Cup qualifiers, it looks like Jamaica missing out, unfortunately. Canada getting the playoffs with 1 point more than Jamaica. So a little bit disappointing for the Reggae boys there that they couldn't pull through. And, World Cup football not looking very likely for Mr. Bolt now at the age of 34. I don't think he's going to be around in 4 more years' time, regardless of how good he is. To be honest, his physicals have held up pretty well here, just generally speaking. Let's have a look at his career milestones. So you can see here, for Beersheva, he's achieved nothing. Maybe not entirely surprising, but elsewhere you can see here, for Jamaica, he got his first international goal, of course. And recently he was named in the seasonal best 11 in 2020. How did he get on in 2020? Where is he? I can't see him. Am I blind? I'm on the wrong year. Am I on the wrong year? I'm not on the wrong year. I'm not blind though. He's not there. Where have you gone, Bolt? Oh, okay. Was it this year maybe that we're talking about 2019? He got 6 goals, you can see here, in 13 appearances. That's actually a pretty good goal return. He was playing as striker for the national team. If I had to guess, I'd guess for Beersheva. He's been playing at right midfielder. If we just look at their last couple of seasons, they got to the Europa League group stage last year. You can see Bolt actually scored a fair few times in qualifying. In the earlier rounds, he grabbed a hat-trick, actually, in the qualifying rounds in a 6-0 win at home. And then he grabbed 2 goals in the away leg. Against Dynamo, he grabbed a goal too. Also got a goal in the 4th qualifying round in a 2-0 win that saw them get to the Europa League group stage. But he didn't score in the group stage itself. And the year before that, looking at it, they didn't get into the Europa League. They failed to qualify for it, and I cannot see his name there, so he did not contribute a whole lot that year for them. Anyway, we'll go forward another season or two. I'm wondering how much longer he's going to keep going, to be honest. Obviously, playing in this team at 34 years old, eventually his physical is going to trail off. Eventually, he's going to get bored of football. I'm going to be honest, I think in real world football, I think Bolt is not going to last more than a season or two if he does choose to go into football at all. But, well, regardless, we'll continue going forward. We'll plough onwards and upwards, see what he gets up to, and, yeah, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a second. Okay guys, so we are back here for the final time this video. The year is 2023. Bolt is 36 years old. He has stopped playing for the national team completely. His contract has expired. Spoiler alert, he went on to retire later on this summer. So this is the last time we're going to see him. Actually looking at him, he has got better as a footballer. His physicals have gone down over time, but his actual technical ability has risen a little. But you can see here over the last couple of seasons, a 6.41 average rating with 2 goals and 3 assists. And most recently, he got 7 goals in a season for Hapoel Beersheva, but only a 6.09 rating. As I said, he's now just kind of stopped playing for the national team as well. If we look here, yeah, he's just not really played for them. They did win the North American Nations League, which I guess is a pretty good achievement for Jamaica, and I assume he was part of that squad. But yeah, as of late, he's just no longer playing for the team. Yeah, I don't even think he made an appearance in the Nations League when I was checking through it. So a bit for sad times, but yeah, unfortunately, his legs have kind of caught up with him. He's not the footballer he once was. You can see he's not even ranked in terms of the top players anymore. And yeah, his contract is very soon up for expiry here at Hapoel Beersheva, where he's been on 14 grand a week for a number of seasons, but they've kind of just kept him on his last legs. And, well, it's going to be difficult for another club to pick him up given the wage demands he's going to have. In terms of how Hapoel Beersheva got on, just to end things here, you can see they got to the Europa League group stage again last season with Will Grigg up front. So Will Grigg and Usain Bolt, the Dream Strike team, that is something I'd pay to see in real life. And well, the season before that, you can see, if we just look in 21-22, they actually got to the Champions League group stage. So fair play, he got some Champions League football under his belt. Unfortunately, he couldn't score throughout this entire campaign, so that's a little bit sad. You can see they got to the Europa League knockout stages as well, so they didn't finish bottom of that Group A that they were drawn in, which is a pretty good achievement, to be fair, for an Israeli side. You can't exactly knock that. But yeah, unfortunately, Bolt not going to be getting a new contract, isn't even registered anymore for this season in the league, so that's sad times. You can see retiring at the end of the season. So anyway, that is going to wrap up this video from me, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you want to see more videos like this, please do let me know down in the comments. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you've enjoyed it, as I said, leave a like. And other than that, it is me, Jack, and I will talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.